Welcome, traders. I want to go over today's live trades in our Trend Jumper trade room. We run it every Monday through Thursday for owners of the system. It was amazing. We were done probably in the first 30 minutes of trading on any and all markets. We'll go over all 4 or 5 markets that we did trade. The YM, the Dow, we start at 8:32 exchange time, which is 9:32, just 2 minutes after the U.S. Open at 9:30 New York. And I drew a little horizontal line here. Most cases we get in sync with earlier trades. I mean, you might say this chart looks a little bit busy, but it isn't. You know, all this happened pre-market, these possible setups, so we ignore them. We ignore setups that are not in our trade plan. This one had potential, right? But it came at about 8:30 New York, so that was too early, and it already hit its money management, which is the first dot. So if a trade's already hit money management, we're done. We're not going to get in sync with it. So then look at this one. All right, well, could we get in sync with this trade? You tell me. No, because it already hit its money management. Now you can see it went on, but you didn't really have an opportunity to get into the entry. The entry is here at the plus. So again, what were we looking for at 8:32? A fresh setup. You've just learned half the system. That's how easy it is. So what are we doing? We're looking for a plus sign in a setup. Market's coming down. I put this red arrow here. And whoa, look, you got a setup. Now I put horizontal lines here, just like I did in the live trade room, so everyone could look over to the right and they could see my numbers, for the entry, stop, and target. In fact, let me zoom there. That way it's not cluttered with the price action. So we went short at 16,379. Money management was 16,369. 10 ticks. It was kind of a small trade, but then we went on to a full target of 65. That was the trade. And you can see it didn't take any time at all. What happens when you hit this first dot in money management? Just look over to this red candle and notice the stop, which was up here, right? These blue dots are your stops. They will trail for you. Look at that. It moved it down. You can see the blue dots right here. It locked in 1 tick of profit. All right, and so that just kind of kept going, and then look what it did. I should turn that off because it then continues to move it down a little bit lower, right? So we move it lower, the dots just trailing on down, and we ended up getting out right here. Again, this was our fixed target. This green line of 65 was our fixed target, so we sold one, and then all you're doing is trailing. And so that one got out at, looks like 70. That was it. One trade, and we were done. Okay? We were already in this trade, right? So did I do anything with this trade? No. I ignored it because, again, we were already in a trade. This trade would have ended up gotten to money management, 1 tick. You're in a trade. You follow that trade till completion, and then you look for a new trade. So we were done. One trade. This is a one and done. We were done in what, 15 minutes. So that was the Dow. Really nice. Let's go and take a look at one of the other markets. Now let's go to soybeans. Soybeans, again, I traded as a one and done. You can get some really nice moves with soybeans, and you can see this is all pre-market. We start this at 9:30, so right when the U.S. opens up. So I've got the candles are all purple. They will turn green when it hits 9:30. So I'm going to just start moving forward, and let's see if you can't figure out how to trade this system. You don't know anything about it other than what I just told you. What do you think that is? I put the red arrow, but wow, you got a short. Right? There's the entry. What's this first dot? Money management. What's this? That's our fixed target. And the stop's up here. That's it. All these numbers are also in a data window. So again, if you wanted to see them, they're right on the chart, but if you wanted to see them, you can see the entry, 1508 and a quarter, target 1, which is the first dot, so money management, and target 2. So let's go ahead and just track this and see what happens with the trade. Remember, what do we do when we hit the first dot? Lock in a tick, right? Hasn't hit it yet. Hasn't hit it yet. There you go. You lock in a tick, you can see the stop move down to there. And let's see if it hits full target or a one tick winner. It does. It hits full target. And I think the stop obviously stayed the same. Let's see if it stop moves anymore. Again, another setup, but we're still in a trade. So we can ignore that trade. We don't take it as an add-on. You'd want to back test it. So again, your stop is staying the same, and the market comes back up and takes you out. So that was it. Again, one trade and done. You were done again in 3 minutes on that trade. So again, very, very nice and easy. Let's go to oil. This one was a little bit interesting. Now, we can't show you just all winners, right? Because that's not real life, even though some days it happens. So let's take a look at this one. I've marked up the chart just slightly. Again, we start oil trading at 850. All right. Now, again, remember I talked about you look at the previous trade if you're going to get in sync with it. Well, you tell me. This trade, did it hit its money management before our start time? No, right? Money management's the first dot. So we can get in sync with this trade. So we put our long at this entry. Again, the calculator's got all the numbers, but we went long at 101.12. And our stop is down here at 100.99. Well, you can see that the market did trigger in and went down to our stop. They were fishing, weren't they? One of the folks in the room said, hey, you wouldn't have stopped that if you put your stop just below this 200 moving average. And I'm like, you're right. You could have had it at 97, but it did go down to 98. But that's not. I didn't call that in the room. I kept the stop at 99, and so that could have avoided the first loss. All right, so you lost. Now what? What do you do? Well, what's this? You see another setup, right? Okay, pretty straightforward. We're going long at 12 again, just like that entry. No real place to adjust, because you see if there's a swing high here at 17, I'm not going to adjust from 12 above 17, 18. So we went long at 12. And again, this was called live in the room. All the other traders took this trade, and it quickly jumped up to money management at 22, then full target at 28. All right. So now again, you know the rule. What do? We start trailing. We sell at our fixed target, which is the second position. Then we just follow those little purple dots, and let's see how far it gives us. Gets us a little bit, not too much, a couple ticks, and then what happens? The market comes down quickly, and we got our second trade. We trade this 2 trades and positive. So we were lost on the first trade. We won on the second trade. We're still down a little bit. We need one more trade. So what did? We went short right here at 101.4. And now let's walk you through. This was an interesting trade because it didn't go right to target for us. It didn't go to money management for us. You can see it's just, what do? All right, there's taking some heat, right? Here's our stop up here at 21. See the dots right there? Stops at 21. But now, I know you might be able to see it, but look up here. You can see, look, these are targets. So it actually gave us a stop and reverse. Okay, because there's an entry right here, right on the stop. There you can see kind of a plus there. So, hey, we got to stop and reverse at 21. No problem. We'll plan on that. So let's see what happens. Market comes back down our way. All right, good. Okay, now what's this? Another setup to go long? Okay, so now we have a stop and reverse. Now it's inside, obviously, our stop. It's at 16. Well, all I did was I looked over here and I saw this swing at 17. Wouldn't you adjust from 16 to 17 and one tick to 18? It's exactly what I called in the room. I said, okay, stop and reverse at 18. Well, let's see what happened. It did go right to that 16, but again, who's going to go 16 when you have the swing there? And then what does the market do for us? Goes our way. Goes down. Let me put a horizontal line on here for you. This was our, again, the setup was a little old, right? It was this setup right here. We went short, and we were trying to get to 90 for money management, lock in a tick, and we're trying to get, because this was a pretty good size setup. Remember, we went short from 04. Usually we go for about 15 cents. It's almost 19 cents. 85 is our full target. It goes right on down, hits the full target, and then we're just trailing. So again, we'll just trail those blue dots and see what happened. And that was our day. We were done we started trading at 50. We were done in 30 minutes. Okay. One final thing I'll show you here was while all this was going on, I was also running NinjaTrader automation. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, I'm hearing it place orders, and so I know what it's doing. And I was trading this on the Russell. We trade the Russell in the room. So this is NinjaTrader automation, and we start this right at 9:30 U.S. Open. So again, here's our 9:30 mark. What do we have? What do you think? A possible long gives you the exact entry, target, stop, and money management. How much clearer could that be? It didn't go long. Then we got a short. So automation did it. I was working in the other room, trading the other trades, so I just let it do its thing. So you can see we went short right there. It punched down quickly to money management. So the stop moved down as soon as that candle closed. So our stop's now right there where the cursor is. And then it hit the full target, which is right there. Again, that big dot. And then you just trailed. And boy, was this a nice trailer, right? Look at that. Stop keeps moving down, 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 down. Finally, we get out right here. This is a one and done. So what? We went short from 11.23.4. We trailed out at 11.17.6. So really, really nice move. Over 5, 6, almost 7 points on the Dow. That's a really nice trade. Doesn't happen every day, but it's been trading super well. I think we're on 30 days in a row winners. It's good. That's it. Good trading. Hope to see you as a Trend Jumper owner in our live trade room.